Alright, so to restate our claim in the beginning, we're not saying that California citizens should just keep on wasting their water. Our point is that the commercial users should meet residents halfway. So that, because many citizens are having to live uncomfortably, while agriculture still uses most of the water in our state. So, our opponents state that agriculture would suffer by having a reduced amount of water. However, 5% is not that much. It would apply to the entire agricultural society of California. So we do realize that many farmers would suffer greatly if they had their water reduced. But that is not all farmers, because water rights were originally given off on a first come, first served basis. So while the newer, smaller farms would suffer, bigger farms wouldn't even be affected by less than a 10% reduction. So our opponents stated that citizens waste water on their lawns, so that's the reason why they should be limited. However, according to Jeff Guo, who wrote for the Washington Post, in cities like Cambria, each person gets only 50 gallons of water a day. And if they exceed that limit, their water bill is quintupled. And then rather than provide an ample amount of water, they're opening a desalination plant which mixes treated wastewater. Next, the opponent claims that Nestle does submit water usage reports and that his water consumption is irrelevant. However, while Nestle's claiming that as a percentage of statewide water use, bottling is not that significant, the reality is that these facilities do have a real impact on local watersheds where they're bottling. And this puts pressure on California watersheds and would lead to declining groundwater levels. Furthermore, bottled water consumes 1.39 gallons of water to produce 1 gallon of bottled water. And that's not a very good use of resources, no matter how little of California's water the industry uses. And also, our opponents stated that California is our greatest producer of fruits and vegetables. And it's obvious that these do require water to grow, but fruits and vegetables don't even consume that much water. In fact, it is livestock that use up most of the agriculture's water. For example, beef requires 1,847 gallons of water per pound, followed by sheep at 1,248 gallons. And also, agriculture in general would not suffer that much by being restricted, because farmers are using about the same amount of water as they did in the 1960s, but they have doubled the amount of money they get. So our opponent also claimed that citizens aren't even cutting back on their water usage, and if anything, this is a more reasonable option to cut down on agriculture and businesses. According to Amy Langfield, a survey by Public Policy Institute of California found that 66% of Californians say that other people in their part of the state aren't doing enough about the drought, and this is the reason why many of them do not want to reduce their own water. And then the National Resource Defense Council found that 51% of Californians said a major reason that they hadn't taken down, or they hadn't reduced their water consumption is because they already significantly reduced their water usage daily. So it's very difficult for them to reduce their water by 25% if they've already been reducing it for previous years.
You're a minute over time, so I'm gonna cut you off here.